Okay, this is day 3 of SumWord. If you are new here, then this is a crossword puzzle where rather than having typical clues, we have all the letters we need to fill in the grid, and the point values that you can see on each of these tiles need to add up in each row and column to the target values we have. The link to play this for yourself is down in the description, so if you haven't tried it already, give it a go, because I'm about to walk through the solution now. So the first thing I like to do, as always, is to fill in places where we know it needs to be a 1. So these columns that I'm filling in now, we've got 3 blank spaces, needs to add up to 3. The lowest tile value we have is a 1, so we know that those all need to be 1-point spaces. And now the key to this puzzle, and it's useful in a lot of these puzzles, but today it's kind of the key thing, is to look at your high value letter tiles and see where can they go, because most of these there's only one place where they can go without overspilling the target counter for that row or column. So if we can see this with the Q, it's worth 10 points on its own. The only place that we can go where that won't cause a problem in terms of being a higher value than we need is if we put it there. If we put it in any other column, when we start filling in those columns, we're going to exceed that value, and the same for the rows. So then we can move on to our next highest tile, which is an 8-point tile. It's this J, and with the same logic again, you can see that it needs to go here, because anywhere else, and once we fill in the other gaps, even if it's only with 1s, we're going to overflow. So now that we've got that J placed in, we can see that the other places in that column and row can only be 1s. Otherwise, again, we're going to have that overflow problem. So now that we've done that, we can see that there's a row, this top row, where we've only got 1 blank space. So a simple sum tells us that that needs to be a 3-point letter. So now, again, let's go back to the highest tile that we've yet to place, which is now this K, and look at where it can go. And because we've now got 4 points assigned to this final column, can only go in column number 2, and without causing any problem, it can only go in this last space. So we know that that's where the K needs to live. And now 5 with 4 gaps, this last space needs to be a 1 as well. So now we've only got these 4 spaces left, and you can see for row number 2 we need to add up to 5 with 2 tiles. With the tiles that we've got in today's puzzle, that can only be a 4 and a 1. If we place a 4 in the second row, it'll have to be a very weird word following a Q, but also it'll overflow our point value. So we know that that's got to be a 4 and that's got to be a 1, and then we can just through a quick addition work out where these go. So we've only got 1 4-point tile, so that needs to go there. And then we've got 2 options for 3-pointers. We've got a C and a P. While a C can go before an H, a P can't really go before a K, so we can put in a K there, which then means the P needs to go there. And now it's a matter of filling this in with the 1-point letters that we've got left to make sure that these are all valid words. And sometimes this is easier than others. Sometimes it's useful to shuffle these around until you see a pattern that you think can fit somewhere. But this word in the middle with the J is quite an unusual one. There's only one possibility that it can be, and that is a ninja. Of course, you've probably known for a while that the U's are almost certainly going to follow the Q's, and indeed they do. This then means that this word in what would be 1 across in a standard crossword is equip. Not too many options left now, so we'll just fill in phase and skate to complete the puzzle. So let me know how you got on with today's puzzle. Put your moves and time in the comments below. Like and comment on these videos. It really helps to know if people are enjoying these and how you're getting on with the puzzles in general. And we'll see you tomorrow.